By the time I got to about here, I was already walking with my feet sloshing around in the water. Yeah, so this light rack here, literally from that wall over there through to this wall, was an absolute sheet of water pouring down. It was a new indoor church water feature. It was just showering down, like a sheet of glass basically, a waterfall, just a waterfall. This church has been here for 40 years and people who've lived here for decades had never seen a weather event like this before. My head was spinning when I was seeing the extent of the damage. On the way here, I got a phone call from our associate pastor. He said his exact words were, "Mate, we won't be having church here anytime in the near future." We would hope that one of the results of our relationships together as a church is that every level of the Alice Springs community has a cluster of people who call Desert Life Church home. We want to see a Holy Ghost-filled Christian person bringing the healing, wonderful love and life of Jesus. If you would have asked me how important is a building before the storm, I may have said, oh, a building, it's important but not that important. But after spending 5 months out of our building, I now revise my initial answer and say a building is just hugely crucial to the life of our church. As soon as I saw the damage, my head was full of all of those bad stories you've heard where people haven't had adequate insurance coverage, where an insurance company hasn't done the right thing by the customer. And the first thing I thought is, oh my goodness, I really hope our insurance policy is up to date.
We've been supporting and protecting our churches, schools and ministries for nearly 25 years across our nation, and ACS has been partnering with Desert Life Church for nearly 17 years. We understand that when your heart is in what you do, these times can be highly frustrating and emotional. When what you do is interrupted, we're with you on that journey and our hearts are in it also. Well, the storm hit late Friday afternoon. ACS had an assessor approved by 6 p.m. that evening. The assessor was on site over the weekend, assisting the church with the recovery and assessment of the initial damage.
The first thing I did was to send an email to the claims manager advising him this is a major loss, it's going to be X number of hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's fairly substantial, and I've got to say I've managed many thousands of claims with many different insurance companies over the past 21 years, and this would have been one of the best handled claims I've ever seen.
So these are the kids' facilities in here, and they have had an absolute major transformation in this process. It used to just have old, faded red carpet, the walls have all been freshly painted. We don't celebrate the inconvenience of it, but the truth of the matter is that in a weird way, this whole thing has just been a huge blessing to the church. It's been a huge blessing to the church. And yeah, every step of the way, it has felt like ACS have partnered with us to get us back into the building.
Many people, they look at insurance and they just look for the bottom line. In some areas that can be a good thing. In insurance, it invariably is not. In this case, I think you'll find that everybody in the church is just over the moon because the insurance has delivered exactly what they promise and exactly what you pay for.
If I've learned anything moving forward from this situation, it is make sure that your insurer is someone who gets church and understands what the needs of the church are, and in fact exists to help churches really. That's what we found with ACS. They lived up to their promise that they exist to help churches, and that's what we found all the way through.